Welcome to the presentation of IFRS V-BOX. IFRS V-BOX is the next generation software tool for data management, valuation and accounting according to the International Financial Reporting Standards. When we developed IFRS V-BOX, our main goal was to deliver a high-quality product at the lowest total project costs ever possible. IFRS V-BOX includes best practice treatment of financial instruments. It calculates all the necessary IFRS measures like effective interest rate, amortized cost or fair value. It provides all the necessary functions for data management, valuation and accounting of impaired loans. Both collective and specific impairment are supported by the system. The system generates automatically accounting debit-credit entries in compliance with IFRS. We provide the necessary inputs for financial reporting and for IFRS quantitative disclosures. Our system is feature complete and free of any third-party royalties. It is easy to install, simple to configure and to operate. The system runs well on standard, low-cost hardware. Thus, IFRS V-BOX is the cost-efficient way to achieve IFRS compliance. Next, we will explain some of the best practice approaches implemented in IFRS V-BOX. The key challenge in the International Financial Reporting Standards is that they merge accounting with risk analytics. IFRS require complex processing and calculations like cash flow estimation, calculation of effective interest rate, amortized cost, fair value, specific and collective impairment provisioning, generation of transaction-driven debit and credit entries, and this is combined with high reporting granularity. Examples of challenges solved in IFRS V-BOX include: for loans and other instruments measured at amortized cost, IFRS requires amortization of attributable fees using the effective interest rate method. This includes all cases in which the instrument, like the loan, has multiple fees which need to be amortized and tracked separately. For bonds and other instruments measured at fair value, IFRS V-BOX can calculate fair value by discounting future cash flows using the appropriate yield curve and the appropriate credit spreads. All parameters in this model are calibrated automatically by the system. For specifically impaired loans, IFRS V-BOX provides the tools for data capture, modeling and discounting of recovery cash flows. For collective impairment, IFRS V-BOX is equipped with models for estimation of probability of default and loss given default. The system covers all special cases considered in IFRS, like for instance the treatment of below market rate or employee loans. IFRS V-BOX supports all relevant cases of financial instruments: loans, guarantees, bonds and bond transactions, deposits accounts, money market deals, commercial paper and many others. Additional support for options, derivatives, insurance contracts and non-financial instruments is also included. IFRS V-BOX is a highly modular software suite. It includes separate modules for input interfacing (ETL), a graphical user interface for recovery cash flows, a cash flow engine, a valuation engine, an impairment engine, a modeling engine, and so on. The system includes also an inbuilt general ledger and a special accounting engine which generates debit and credit entries according to the IFRS best practices. Next, we dig a bit into detail in the features and functionality of IFRS V-BOX. The system is equipped with a tool for data interfacing. Once the data is validated, it is passed to the cash flow engine. The cash flow engine rolls out the cash flow plan of the instrument over its entire life cycle. The cash flows are the basis for all valuations like effective interest rate, amortization, or fair value. Once the IFRS measures are calculated, they are passed to the accounting engine. The accounting engine generates automatically debit and credit entries using an internal general ledger. This general ledger is either a best practice IFRS chart of account delivered by us or an individual chart of accounts configured specifically according to the bank's preferences. Using the measures, the debit credit entries and the general ledger balances, the system is now ready to produce the IFRS reports, the quantitative disclosures, as well as to export data to further systems like the bank's data warehouse. The chart here represents the system from a technical perspective. Our ETL tool is able to connect to various core banking systems in order to extract the relevant data from them. At the heart of IFRS V-BOX is the high-performance calculation core. It is designed specifically for IFRS and is backed by our multi-year experience. The core is pure Java. It's fully platform independent. IFRS V-BOX has a separate database to store the data inputs and the results. Access to the results is ensured through a web-based graphical user interface. Furthermore, the system automatically exports results and reports for follow-up use. What sets us apart from all of our competitors is the easiness of the software implementation. Our ready, set, go approach secures quick and cost-efficient IFRS implementation at your bank. The software is easy to install and simple to configure and operate. During the implementation, you will be supported by our team, which has multi-year experience in implementing IFRS worldwide. The software was designed to enable straightforward system integration. Finally, the software is free of any third-party components and has no additional hidden costs. IFRS V-BOX works on any database engine including Oracle, Microsoft SQL, IBM DB2 or PostgreSQL. The system is optimized and runs well on low-cost standard hardware. Our data model is free of bloat and complex abstraction layers. The system implementation is offered all-inclusive. Our experienced teams comes prepared with best practice guidances. We breach all input data gaps and provide extensive support on any issues like for instance impairment modeling. As a result, the total project costs of IFRS V-BOX implementation is significantly lower than the cost of any of our competitors. Consider the following comparison between IFRS V-BOX and a competitor. First, IFRS V-BOX can run on any Linux or Windows operating system. At the same time, a competitor would typically require a specific operating system to be installed and maintained by the bank. IFRS V-BOX can use any relational database management system, including, for instance, a PostgreSQL, which is free of royalties and is open source. A competitor would typically require a specific license for a specific database engine, like for instance Oracle Enterprise. IFRS V-BOX is feature complete. It includes a calculation kernel, a tool for ETL and interfacing, a scheduler, an accounting engine, a reporting engine, and so on. On the other hand, a competitor would typically require various additional third-party components which have to be bought by the bank in order to guarantee the functionality of the software, like Oracle ODI for ETL, Redwood JCS for a scheduler, or Oracle Financials for an accounting engine. Let's summarize. IFRS V-BOX has multiple advantages. The product is very easy to install, simple to configure and to operate. The software runs on standard, low-cost hardware. It is designed for straightforward system integration. It has no hidden costs and is free of third-party royalties. At the same time, the software is a high-quality product. It comes equipped with a powerful analytic engine and the best practice accounting logic. During the implementation, you will be supported by a team with long experience in IFRS projects worldwide. IFRS V-BOX is the cost-efficient, next-generation solution to the IFRS challenges. Thank you for your attention.